Now, dozens of volunteers spent today scrubbing oysters as part of a project to help tackle water pollution.
The Friends of Chichester Harbour secured funding to reintroduce the shellfish into the harbour at Emsworth. So
the volunteers got to work cleaning up 4,000 of them. Tom Hepworth joined in.
Listen. This is the sound of 4,000 oysters being scrubbed. Reintroducing the shellfish into Emsworth Harbour is the largest project of its kind in Europe.
An adult oyster can filter about 150 litres of water a day, and out of that they will be taking out a lot of the organic carbons, a lot of the nitrates.
And nature's water purifiers have got their work cut out.
On a day after a lot of rain, when you've obviously got a lot of runoff from the land, runoff from the sewage works, and the water companies just get overwhelmed and open their gates, we get a lot of raw effluent coming into the harbour, which is pretty revolting.
Emsworth was famous for its oysters. On one tide alone in the 18th century, 124,000 were harvested in the harbour here. 10% of the town's population worked in the trade, and the oysters were sold in London and Paris. But overfishing and disease saw stocks collapse at the end of the 19th century, and that was bad news for other wildlife.
You get loads of different species settling on them, and actually other filter feeders, so not just the oysters but other creatures that will be filtering the water as well, and then it builds that food web from there, and that's when you get that kind of little crabs and little shrimp swimming around, and then that brings in the bigger fish.
Funding secured by the Friends of Chichester Harbour paid for 4,000 of these oysters from Pembrokeshire. But they've got to be cleaned before they go to their new home.
Just scrub them, make them clean, and what we'll do after that is we'll take them outside and we dunk them in chlorine. Yeah. So anything that.
Do they not mind that?
No, so they shut completely. They've got a watertight seal around there.
As a sea swimmer, a project like this if it can improve the water quality, then it's fantastic.
It's like washing up at Christmas. You just keep going, and they bring some more along, basically.
And he takes the worms off, but I do the parasites and I do the mud and just the general cleaning, and round the mouth of the where you can get stuff.
Have you found a pearl yet?
No, apparently they don't grow pearls. I have asked, but they don't.
This is their new home. They'll be put in cages of 60 in the water, and the hope is they'll breed. But looking at their diet, I don't think Emsworth's oysters will be particularly appetising. Tom Hepworth, BBC South Today.
No, they don't look like delicacies, do they?
No, I like that though. I do the worms, he does the parasites. That's loving it.
Oh, what a relationship those guys have got.